Good morning, guys. I am out in the garden to give you guys a little bit of an update. I am going to show you what the seeds are looking like that we planted the other day and what the garden is looking like now that we've got everything cleaned out. Let me flip you around. Hold on a second. All right, here is the raised bed where we planted the radishes and the bunching onions and the garlic chives. Like, most of the radishes are up. I'm going to have to thin those out, and the garlic chives and onions are not up yet. And now over here is where I planted the fall garden greens. And I mentioned in the other video that they aren't sprouting and that I had one little beet that came up. And I think my problem was, and I hope you guys didn't do the same thing that I did, but in making my own seed starting mix, I used Perlite from Miracle-Gro, and I think that was too much fertilizer. See, it's growing algae on these few. That's because of too much fertilizer that's not being used. So don't use Miracle-Gro Perlite in your seed starting mix. And I did purchase a bag, so I'm gonna have to start those over. Before we talk about this, I'm gonna flip you guys over so that we could take a look at the original raised bed. Look at that. Now, you remember the roselle that was back in this corner? Now remember, this bed is 4 feet by 8 feet that way. And look at that, the size of that bush. Let me see if I can get you guys in here to take a look at that giant stalk. It is huge, but the exciting thing, it is starting to get some of the calyxes on it. And they are really good. They're supposed to get a lot bigger than this and full of juicy stuff, but I've tasted them at this size and they're pretty good. And remember, roselle is in the hibiscus family along with okra, and these things are slimy like okra. But really good. They have like a raspberry flavor to me. And of course you see my basil trying to come out the side. But here, let me step back this way so you can get a better angle of the size of that bush. Okay, so in this direction, remember, it's 8 feet from here to here to the other side. And that bush is hanging all out the side and going all the way across here. It's more than halfway. I imagine that's probably about 5 feet that way. It's huge. All right, and on the other side, we do have the Jing Orange okra doing good. I need to come through and pick that. Some of them are way too big. And then When another garden playing with me, I put in this eggplant. We have 2 little eggplants on there. And this pepper. I don't have anything on the pepper plant just yet. And when I planted those seeds that I messed up with the Miracle-Gro, there was one little, in those trays, this African or Ghana basil was in there, and it's doing really well. And one little flower that was in there too. It looks a lot better, but it's still tiny and stunted from being in those cell trays for so long. And I have some dead zinnias in there that I need to pull out. All right, now over here, I was planning to put some raised beds, but we have some watermelon still growing out here. See a little baby here, pretty big one over here, and another pretty big one out there. So we can't put anything here. So I changed my mind, and we put one over there. So let's make our way over there. Here's the garden all cleaned out. Now I need to, we mowed down the weeds over here near the peppers, but I need to clean that area out too. And I was thinking on whether or not I should leave these tomatoes, but they're done. I'm gonna cut them down and put some beans. I think, see, we have some Kentucky Wonder beans over here that are all dried out. I'm gonna just take the seeds right out of these pods and put them over here on this row, and then on this row I'll put some sweet peas. Oh, the screws out here, I need to put those up. But here is my bed. I'm gonna move this arch and rearrange some things. I don't think I originally, when we made that first bed, showed you the inside, what it looks like before. So we took the panels and cut them in half long ways. And each panel is 8 feet long. And we took a little 4x4 and cut, it was a 6-foot 4x4, and we cut it in 4 pieces. So most of these little, those are 18 inches long, and we screwed the panels to those little 4x4 blocks in the corners, and to join them in the middle so that we can get our 16-foot bed. So now we have to work on filling it. But I'm excited. And I have still a row right here that's empty that I could put something in, and then clean off the panels and put some beans and peas on them. is a pretty healthy looking sucker from the Dr. Weich's plant. I'm gonna see if we can do anything with this before the frost. Testing. Always experimenting. But yeah, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I see another one that I think could do pretty well. This is Evans Purple Pear. Let's see. Yeah, this one actually has fruit on it. See, this one has flowers. I don't know. I'm gonna snip off these fruit. And yeah, here's some more. We'll see. Let's stick these two in this cup of water. Suckers with suckers. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Today is Tuesday, September 7th. So, we'll see what happens. Am I the only one that likes to experiment like that? Oh boy. Today's the perfect day to be out here. It's still pretty early in the morning and it's overcast, so the sun isn't beaming down and burning me up yet. Now all of these tomatoes that I'm getting pulled out of here are all gonna go in the burn pile. They are pretty diseased now. They're blight everywhere. So I'm not gonna try to compost them. Make sure that they get burned with the rest of the lawn trash. This yellow pear is huge. The yellow pear and the Super Sweet 100, those plants got to be really, really big. They're all entangled in this trellis. I have to cut them up in smaller pieces to get out of here. Alright, you guys, that's it. I was just talking about it being the perfect day, but the sun is trying to peek through those clouds, so I'm gonna run. Alright, it was good working with you guys again, and I will see you next time. Bye.